I think it's a universal principle that if a state does not respect religious diversity, that eventually you have conflict. I think it is a dangerous thing if any state says somebody can't practice the faith of their conscience. Now, I will also say this, that I think it is important to recognize that there are going to be sometimes conflicts in values. You know, it is one thing, for example, to respect somebody's religion, but what if that religion then actually says women should not be treated equally to men? Now you have a conflict of values. If you're a leader in that society, how do you manage that? And I think it's one of the things as leaders that all of you are going to have to do is accept that sometimes there are going to be some contradictions, where it's not just a right and a wrong, sometimes it's two rights that you have to reconcile, or two wrongs that you have to deal with. You know, I remember when I was working in as a community organizer around your age, I discovered that some of the people who I loved were great leaders, had done amazing work helping to lift up people in these communities. But when you talk to them about the LGBT community, would say really wrong things from my perspective. Misinformed things. And that did not make them automatically bad people. But it did mean that I had to say to them, look, the ideas you're expressing in showing hatred towards that group is not consistent with what you've told me you believe with respect to your belief in Jesus' teachings. So let's talk about this. And sometimes I would lose friends for having challenged those ideas. And you're going to have to feel comfortable, I think, at times with the fact that people start at different places, cultures start at different places. If you're organizing in a rural area, you're not going to immediately be able to expect that people are going to think the same way that somebody in a big city is going to think. If you're dealing with older populations, they're not going to have the same ideas as younger populations, and you have to show some respect for where people are before you can take them where you want them to be.